I realized I was at the precipice of a managerial moment where I could have had a good working relationship go south if I let my hot-headed emotions get the better of me. And I remember what Bill May said. You can't motivate someone, but you can demotivate someone instantly. And it reminded me of the words of Benjamin Franklin, who said, "It takes many good deeds to build a good reputation, and only one bad one to lose it." Something we would all do well to bear in mind as we go through our day. Alrighty then, today in the show, we discuss, well, speaking of people that do bad deeds and lose their good reputation, the cop that bought crack and then tried to get out of the ensuing arrest because he said it was for his wife. The crack-buying cop is the topic of today's show. Right now, though, let's take a look at the events of today in our segment, My Witness News. In no way, shape, or form fair. Certainly not balanced. Funkhauser, what's going on in the world, and how are you?
Seems like we have a studio audience today.
Yeah.
Weird.
Have you ever thought of taking the show live, like to a venue, doing it in front of a studio
Oh, yeah, I've
audience?
done that a bunch of times.
Well, yeah, but this show.
This show? Let's do it. I am ready
Really?
when you are. Absolutely.
I don't know.
I'll go down there, you come here, whatever.
That would be cool. I don't know. I'd like to do it at Meltdown Comics in L.A. just because that's where the Nerdist guys do all their podcasts from. But
I know a guy there. We could probably make that happen.
Oh, very interesting. But I'd never really thought of. Well, it's that whole thing of not liking to deal with people. Everyone's like, you need to do this live. I was like, really? Does it make a difference? They're like, yes, it would be so much fun. When you listen to, like Corolla goes and takes his show on the road pretty often and podcasts live, and who else does? That Jay and Silent Bob Get Old thing, the Kevin Smith thing, they do that in front of a live audience, and it works really well. But for some reason, I always just, you know what it is? I think it's the whole thing of being live. I always assume when you do anything live, you're going to lose quality. And it might be fun for the people there, but it's not going to be fun for the people listening in their car or at home. But do you think the show would work live? Should we take the show on the road?
Yeah. I mean, we can go on Periscope right now if we wanted to. But yeah, I think we should at least do an annual live broadcast for sure.
Yeah. Perhaps we should. That sounds like a thing to kick around in the future. Anyways, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. You know, it's my last day of being a bachelor because the girlfriend is out of town. So
For a second, I thought you were getting married and just, neglected to tell anyone, and you were going to elope. You were going to elope on a Thursday and be back in the office by Friday.
Yeah. Oh, by the way.
Yeah.
When I went to Vegas, there was one of those wedding chapel things in the ghetto part of Vegas, and they had a big sign on their window that said, "Fake wedding photos, $35. And I thought about it for a second, just to send you. It's like, surprise!
Surprise!
Meet
You don't have
Mrs.
to give me a gift.
Funkhauser.
I don't know. Well, when we heard about the mass wedding performed by Drew Carey on The Price is Right yesterday, I mean no disrespect by this, but that seems like the sort of thing that Funkhauser might participate in should he decide to engage in nuptials. I think you're just such an aficionado of show business. Not like it's not like you're a fanboy, but you're such a nerd about television production, radio production, and I see getting married in a television studio on a beloved game show as something that would kind of jive well with your character. I don't know if it would work well for you in terms of what you want for you and Mrs. Funk as a special day, but for some reason that makes sense for you, to me. Is that fair?
Yeah. And at my wedding, I'll invite my aunt and uncle, Mr. and Mrs. Fourth Wall, and broadcast it somewhere, maybe on Periscope or whatever technology exists in 25 years when I decide to, follow George Clooney's footsteps and hitch it up.
Right, at the age of 50. All right, then. What is going on in the world?
In a new issue of the X-Men comic book, Iceman comes out as gay.
Yeah, very, very interesting. And it's not like the traditional X-Men storyline. It's an alternate where the original X-Men, that's sort of Jean Grey, Iceman, Angel, Cyclops. I can't remember but it's not the current day X-Men. It's the original X-Men. those childhood X-Men go forward in time, and the childhood Iceman is gay, whereas the one in the current day is not gay. It's a little bit of a confusing comic book storyline, but yeah, no, it's obviously groundbreaking and kind of revolutionary to have a gay member of the X-Men, and that would be Iceman. I mean, you know, the whole ice sculpture thing might have given it away a little bit in the past. A gay superhero would suck, though, because all you have to do to defeat him is hold Bette Midler for ransom. In the following issue, I believe the X-Men will be battling an evil Indiana baker who won't make a cake for Iceman's wedding. Go on.
A Full House revival is coming to Netflix. Fuller House.
Yeah. The original cast is expected to return because what the hell else do they have going on? I mean, really. But it'll be interesting seeing the cast back together. Have mercy. It'll be interesting seeing the cast back together, knowing what we know now about Bob Saget. Most people didn't know that Bob Saget was the filthiest McFilth-a-lot of all who'd ever filthed a filth back in the day. Like, nobody realized that about Bob Saget. And now, seeing him after having watched his stand-up a couple of times it'll be amusing. It'll be good. I think they're questioning whether or not they could get the Olsen twins. Although, technically, they would only need one Olsen twin, right? Because the twins played one character. It's child labor laws. You can't have a full-time actor. That's why what was the kid who played Ben on Friends? He was a set of twins as well. He was two separate bands and two separate kids playing the Olsen twins. And yeah, I don't know. You got to watch
Fuller House.
Fuller House.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess so. I'll watch the first couple. If it turns out to be like a Girl Meets World situation, I'm going to be so mad. That Girl
Did you
Meets
watch
World
Girl
thing,
Meets World?
I tried to, but it's like for 7-year-olds, so I can't.
Oh.
I can't hang. I wish I could hang because you know who's in it.
What, right.
The former Mrs. Funkhauser.
The former Mrs. Funkhauser? Isn't there like a... There's a place in Los Angeles called Topanga Canyon, right? Mm-hmm. And I believe a large portion... Right. But I believe a big portion of the appeal of watching Girl Meets World was a chance to catch the adult Topanga and maybe witness some of Topanga's canyons. But the canyons, you're saying, were not on display, and it was distinctly child-friendly, right?
Yeah, it's on the Disney Channel.
Can you imagine, like, if you somehow managed to make that happen, and you'd managed to seal the deal with everyone's childhood crush, like, if you were banging adult Topanga?
That would be interesting.
You'd probably undergo some sort of damage to your arm, wrist, and hand area from the constant high-fiving. Like you get repetitive strain injury from all your friends. Bros you didn't know you had would come out of the woodwork.
I just want to see on Fuller House, great Uncle Jesse bring over his girlfriend, Alanis Morissette. That would be really awesome.
Was it? No, it wasn't Uncle Jesse that was nailing Alanis Morissette. It was, wasn't it Dave Coulier?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, have mercy. Go on, what else?
And any sucker standing in the way is gonna pay. So you can't pay or get the hell up out my face. Humiliating every other running in the race. Cause I'm just running and hunting just like a lion. Competition is slower and you're the dying. You gotta be better than that. You know you better believe that you will never be credible. Never ever be better than me. Bow down to the crowd. Everybody bow down. Everybody bow down. Everybody bow down. MC's with the eye with the crown. Everybody bow down. Everybody Hey, is that really necessary? Hey, is that really necessary? I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, and she steps to me with the blinged out style, fake can, silicone for a mile. But hey, I ain't impressed with this. She makes the dirty.com or maybe once or twice a guest list. Got no talent, but she wants to be on TV. She's a model and an actress, just some things you ain't ever seen. Look over there, it's the guy who makes a wide-eyed, rocking the affliction, Jim Town addiction. For people like these, I'm seeing that orange is the new black. A guest pass to his tanning bed is guaranteed to put her on her back. These chicks with the big fake cans, fake tans, big plans on that steroid man. He front like a millionaire but makes 30 grand. Spends most of that paper on the gym and the tan. Can't make the rent, can't make the grade. He couldn't pay the bills but got Versace shades. Now he's broke as a joke, so to feel like a man he gets that HGH and takes a shot in the ass. Hey, is that really necessary? Hey, is that really necessary? Hey, is that really necessary? Cause all the silicone is making you look kinda scary. Hey, is that really necessary? Hey, is that really necessary? Hey, is that really necessary? Cause shooting steroids in your ass is really kinda scary. You're a model, you say. What kind of sorta? In a way, I take pictures in my bathroom on my phone from my MySpace, which, by the way, is still coming back. So I shoot myself from above and then crop out my huge ass. I guess if Snooki can do it, then so can you, no doubt. As long as you wanna be the skank that gets knocked the hell out, I guess it's kinda worth it if you're in it for the fame. Who needs a real job or self-worth or real friends anyway? You wanna be the one, so try and get it done. Being famous but doing nothing, yeah, I guess it looks like fun. But bear in mind you're trying to be the next Heidi Montag, a plastic-looking fake-ass suicidal freaking hoe bag. Hey, is that really necessary? Hey, is that really necessary? Hey, is that really necessary? Cause all that silicone is making you look kinda scary. Hey, is that really necessary? Hey, is that really necessary? Hey, is that really necessary? Cause shooting steroids in your ass is really kinda scary. I think that you need to go to rehab for your affliction addiction. Having clothes that scream you're a douchebag is never a good position to take. I know you're an MMA fan, but don't take it too lightly. Just because you watch it on TV, don't try and ultimately fight me. You and I both know I'd drop you in 2 seconds flat. I'd kick you where it hurts for shooting steroids in your ass.
Go ahead, favorite the show and enjoy AD on the go. iHeartRadio presents AD.
Alrighty then, Funkhauser. Before we talk about the cop busted for buying crack, if you were busted trying to do something illegal like buy crack, what do you think your excuse would be? Do you think you'd have an excuse? How would that go?
Okay, so if I was busted in the act or like after the fact, like somebody had video evidence or something.
Either or, but it was unquestionably you. You did it.
Well, didn't Mayor Rob Ford do something like that? I think I would respond the way he would. I think.
Your excuse would be, it's good enough for the mayor of Toronto. It's good enough for me.
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
This cop, his excuse was, it's for my wife.
My glaucoma.
Yeah, crack is good for my glaucoma.